Alright, shalom, shalom. Before I begin this video, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Shemi Yahushai Bashim Rakakwadash. The honors to the elder apostle, great millstone, rule well. Alright, teach well. And enough respect to you brothers out there who are pushing this word through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Yahushai all throughout the globe. Alright, shalom. So this is just a quick video about how they ranked New York City specifically, ranked the wealthiest city on the planet with 340,000 millionaires. And it has a list, right? So, of course, you got New York City, Tokyo, San Francisco Bay Area, London, Singapore, LA, Hong Kong, Beijing, Sydney, Australia, the typical list. New York City is home to the world's highest concentration of resident millionaires at 340,000. Tokyo and San Francisco Bay Area are ranked second and third, with resident millionaire populations of 290,300 and 285,000 respectively. Okay. They call these people high net worth individuals.
Financial investment where someone like Grace.
Yeah. Alright, also speaks about Monaco and Dubai. The average wealth of a person living in Monaco exceeds 10 million, making it the top ranked city on a wealth per capita basis, which, Dubai is another established international wealth center. Okay, Ishmael out there doing his thing. It talks about how the world's ultra wealthy shed a combined 10 trillion, which now in reality they made money, man. New York is also home to the most centimillionaires, people with a net worth of 100 million or more, at 724. Which even amongst those guys, really those guys are poor compared to the banking elite, right? And also KSF Bay got 629 and Los Angeles has 480, which once again, low level. Right, those people are low level compared to the elite. Right, and it says right here, Bernard Arnault crowned the world's richest person. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I believe that's the guy. He owns this nigga own just all types of fashion. I think he owns Louis Vuitton, Hennessy. Basically all the things that Jake goes crazy about, he owns, right? It says, however, San Francisco Bay Area is home to the most billionaires globally at 63, followed by New York City with 58, Beijing at 43. And then it just goes. With this guy, Louis Vuitton, I think it stands for Louis Vuitton something Hennessy, whatever the case. He just owns a bunch of brands, yeah, from clothing to, just all types of things, man. But $211 billion, man, that's a welfare case. Like the elder apostles like to constantly say, this nigga right here, welfare case. Warren Buffett, welfare case. Bill Gates, broke. Bloomberg, broke. Broke. Look at all these guys. Broke as hell. So it's talking about, all these places. And for the most part, man, see these numbers right here. You gotta think about it. All right, if you got 300,000 plus 300,000 plus 300,000, that's really a small number of people. Okay? So out of these, couple million, few million, whatever, millionaires, right? You only have so many billionaires, but even amongst those billionaires, you have cincture billionaires, and then you have also trillionaires. That's what they don't tell you. These different DuPonts, Gettys, Warburgs, like they continue to go into Bloombergs, these different families. Okay, some of them, like the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers, are actually trillionaires when you go into their assets, their stocks and different things like that. And so they just prop different men up like this nigga. They want to say he the 10th richest man in the world. Get the fuck out of here. This nigga is 9th place. Get the fuck out of here. 8th. Top 10. Which is this nigga, I think he was the mayor of New York at one point. They just put him as a figurehead. As a low, basically, okay, you got this low level job. He's basically like, if these guys are billionaires, he's probably the fucking, piece of shit cousin who can't really get right. So, they just kind of tasked him with being the mayor. And see, people travel all around the world to listen to people like Warren Buffett speak. Listen to guys like Larry Ellison speak, co-founder of Oracle. Listen to guys like Bezos speak. Of course, Musk. Let me just go ahead and get a quick precept in the video. Alright, so this is Ecclesiasticus, okay, Sirach, chapter 13, verse 17. What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. Okay? So these people that are running this show, so to speak, they're fucking wolves, man. Okay? What agreement is there between the hyena and the dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor? Right, so they're always at war with you, the top level of Edomites, man. Right, the top level so-called white people. They're actively in a war against you. Okay. As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor. Yeah, what they got you doing? They got you out here, paying $400 for a shirt. Got you paying for water. Just through. Verse 20, as the proud hate humility, so doth the rich abhor the poor, so they hate you. They hate you. See, this rich right here, it ain't just talking about, a billionaire. No, this is talking about the top 1% of the 1%. Okay? Okay, the top banking families of Esau, Edom. Okay? It says, verse 21, a rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends. Yeah, and we've all seen that. Certain things happen to you, especially when you was in the world. You might have needed some help or something. Jake, like Jake is, man. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna help you out. Like Jake is, man. Jake full of shit. Right, but when a rich man, let's say a rich man, okay, his company is going under. Okay, another rich man will actually break him off some money. He'll actually say, okay, well, here's 75 billion. All right, and when you bounce back, when you get the 75 billion, pay me, 5 billion on top of that. So just pay me 80, and we'll call it good, Or or if anything, they'll buy, the company that's tanking, right? The richer man will buy the company that's tanking and then set that man up, to still be CEO or whatever the case is. They start to, speak on the assets and how to run the company and whatnot. Verse 22, when a rich man is fallen, he hath many helpers. Yeah, so once again, it's many, and not only that, but within, the financial world, you can, file certain levels of bankruptcy, and that actually helps the super rich. And see, the top level elite, they not going bankrupt. They've never filed for bankruptcy. Okay, we're talking about like the kind of upper mid-level guys, right? It says he speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. Yeah, so look at your boy B. Gates. Okay? People just say they literally wait hand and foot on the words that he says, and all he speaks about is basically putting you niggas to death, right? The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him too. Right, so Jay, you may have kind of got carried away with a statement that you had to go back and say, okay, Salakia, forgive me. What do the people do? They tripping. Says he spake wisely and could have no place. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. Yeah, so when, Warren Buffett, when, Bezos, when these different guys are speaking, it's quiet. You don't hear, when Jeff Bezos is doing some sort of, speech, you don't hear people interrupting him. They hanging on to every word that this man is saying. Right? It says, and look what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. Yeah, so they're basically, oh man, they basically see him as a god, as a power, right? When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? Yes, who's this nigga? Who is this nigga? Get your man. That's basically what they telling us. Oh, get these niggas, man. What fellow is this? Who is this nigga? Right? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. They're coming after you. You know what I mean? They're constantly coming after Jake. If he stumble, they'll help to overthrow him. Yeah, because these different businesses, basically, their job is to take money out your pocket. And see, they help each other. Okay, well, you drive up your price for the gas, and I'll drive up the price for the cars. And then you over here, you drive up the interest rates for the loans. So what'll happen is they can't afford the gas, they can't afford the car payment, and they'll default on the loan. And then we'll all work together. Okay, we'll get the car back. Okay, we'll call in all his debts. Okay, and ruin these fucking people. That's why you're seeing record numbers of repos, and I watch YouTube shorts about it from time to time. You'll just see 4 YouTube shorts in a row of a tow driver just fucking having a field day out here. Verse 24: riches are good unto him that hath no sin, and poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly. Let me read that again. Ecclesiastes 13:24: riches are good unto him that hath no sin. All right, so we are spiritually rich, man. Okay, and poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly. So that's why they basically look at you as wicked. If you don't have billions and billions of dollars, basically you wicked. You can't even touch that garment, so to speak. Verse 25, it says, the heart of a man changeth his countenance. Right, so the mind, if you see these proud ass devils, their countenance is different. They got their chin up, chest out, whether it be for good or evil, and a merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance. So that's why you see us, we have a cheerful countenance, okay, because we have the spiritual riches, okay. They have a merry heart on the left-hand side. These wicked, these elite, they happy, they cheerful, ha ha ha, rolling over you niggas. So that gives them the cheerful countenance, like Warren Buffett. They always take pictures of him smiling and shit. And I was watching this documentary, The Age of Money, right? And Warren Buffett said that you don't know who's not wearing swimming trunks until the tide gets low. Okay, so as things continue to get worse and worse, that's that tide getting lower and lower, and then eventually you're gonna see some of these individuals don't have their garments. Most of these people don't have their garments. Okay, they naked. Shit, we supposed to have our garment on, pure white garment. Preparing for what? Preparing for the wedding. Preparing for the elect, to be joined unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Verse 26: a cheerful countenance is a token of a heart that is in prosperity, and the finding out of parables is a wearisome labor of the mind. Yeah, so although it weighs down on us, okay, through the Spirit, it's all right. It's a labor. This is a work. You're finding out the parables, watching the videos, studying, speaking with brothers. It's a wearisome labor. Yet, what is our reward? A cheerful countenance. That's why brothers, even though we're in this low estate, brothers still, have a smile on their face, so to speak. Especially when they're around other brothers or watching a brother's video. You're in more of a cheerful mood. You see,